Hello. Hey, look at that. It's yet another whatever it is. There you go. I'm looking at Ammo's Zebra. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, I'm not shocked. One of those words might zebra. Yeah, it's a real zebra. Ammo is a amaranth. She's a streamer. Her latest, I mean, she's always been into wildlife rescue, but her latest thing is that she has adopted a zebra that I don't know the backstory of, but apparently needed adoption. Okay, so what do we got here? It's Friday, August 8th, whatever, 2000 something or other. I hope you're all having a lovely Friday. I'm having a good day. Basically, I'm taking a break from work. I went to the office this morning. Had a lovely time at the office. Very quiet, just two me there and two guys who are in an office, and I don't even see them. So, whole place to myself, basically. Make a pot of coffee, relax, get the computer, send some emails, do some work. It was fun, but I'm still working. I just I'm on a break. I took my computer home. I got my email client up. Should anything happen now, Friday afternoons are pretty quiet, which is why I schedule a stream for Fridays, of course. Fridays I stream Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. That's 5 out of that. Just if the day starts with a T, how could you possibly stream? It doesn't really matter. All right. So what do we got to power the stream to provide locomotive ability? Well, we have this freshly poured glass of Diet Coke into a glass with ice. Let's try it and see how make sure it's giving some quality control here. Oh, yeah. First and last Diet Coke of the day. I try to limit myself to one, but not always successfully. Next thing we have in order to power a Kench 909 web stream is the beautiful blue Bluetooth controller. Don't worry, it's getting closer, but it will not actually smash into the camera because I have a lot of self-control where that comes. Well, anyway. I just like making everything turn blue, anyway. The beautiful blue Bluetooth controller, which I will use to fly around in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Don't know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to fly in today. I have my little thingy plugged in, my throttle body unit. So I preferably fly something that has three axes, like propeller and although the F-86, not the F-86, whatever. All right, so we're going to fly around. Don't know where I'm going to go. I honestly don't know where I'm going to go. If you have any suggestions, fine. If not, I might just fly around my personal home base because, bored. Oh, by the way, I want to point out there is a Himalayan salt lamp. It's up right. We have the Twitch glitch sign, and right over here is the Love Lego. I don't know why. My ears miss. I don't care. All right. What else is going on? Yeah, it's been a beautiful week in a sense. Lovely weather, hot here in Pleasanton, warm at least. Not super hot, it could be hotter. It's gonna get hot. This next 3 days over probably 100 degrees, but it's even it's hotter in other places, so we're doing okay. And there's always a swimming pool, and my air conditioning works. Let's see. So there'll be that. Then after that, after the fly, I don't know how long it's going to be, where we're going to go, etc. We'll take off, do some sightseeing. There'll be the time for the big brain games. That's where we attempt to play much of these daily free word games that appear off the web. For example, the Quirtle, the Revealed, the Tightrope Trivia Quiz, the Reunion, the Loop, the New York Times Connections, and the Octurtle, approximately in that order. Hey, in some of these games, if there is a community input, they're welcome to. It doesn't mean I don't care. It's just to kind of see. Then they'll be taking the short break, and as always, there's a musical segment in the second half. It's just me. I always play music on a daily basis anyway, so I might as well just sort of pack it in. I like to play the guitar, I like to play the piano and the bass, but I don't play it online that much or on stream. This is my beautiful weird ass. It's my spooky swirly 12 Telecaster. It is a real made in Mexico Telecaster. It's not a Squire or anything like that, or like a fake one. And they came out of the factory looking like this. This is from a very small run. My Stratocaster. I bought the Stratocaster and the Telecaster the same week, because they were only available for a very short time, like a week. They didn't make any more of these after they made a few hundred of these. You can see these are dipped. You can see the dipping effect. Dip in water. They put the oil in. They dip the body in. The oil adheres to the white primer. And everyone is different. I mean, because depending on how they swirl it and what proportions of the like 3 colors of oil they put in. But it's you know I immediately saw them, but I had a feeling they were going to be kind of rare, and they are. They've gone you know they've gone up in value. If you want to resell these now, mine is modified. We'll talk about this more during the guitar segment. Mine I've modified it, which probably ruins any resale value. But I'm not planning on selling it. I like having a Telecaster. And I'm going to talk about Leo Fender, the origins of the solid body electric guitar. You know why it became so popular. This particular kind of guitar, as opposed to other kinds. Well, we'll talk about that later. I'm looking forward to the guitar segment, but first we got to fly. We're gonna fly. Gonna fly now. Gonna try now. Sorry, I was doing Rocky. Okay. Let's see, where are we here? Start. All right, there's no planes I want to buy. There's nothing that I need to modify. I'm not modifying. Okay, so we flew Warhawk last time, which it does qualify as for one of the planes I'm looking for. But we don't want to fly the same plane twice in a row. No. I mean, this is going to be some kind of single engined probably. F4F, maybe not. Maybe the Goose or something like that. I don't know. We could always do some water landings. I always love this. This is a great choice, but I fly so much. No, not the A5. It's too simple. I want something a little more old style. And I don't want to fly any stunt planes, right? I don't even know what that is. Quite a few of these planes I almost never fly. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about this Piper. It's a fun plane, and it's very basic and realistic. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it wildly fun, but I still do enjoy it. All right, let's get in. I don't want to be sitting here all day, and this is actually a plane I paid some money for, so I might as well get my value out of it. Standard or with fairings? Ooh, fairings. Those cost extra. Let's do fairing. I mean, those are on the wheels. I mean, they're just to provide a little more fuel economy. Okay, what livery 8? Boy, they don't really give you very much name here. Boy, and all of them are kind of dull, which is fine. They're all kind of based on. I'm looking for something that's got some kind of color to it. That one's not bad. They're not great. They're all kind of old-timey and realistic. That's fine. All right. I still have no idea where I'm going to go, which is typical. It's very typical. We've done out, I think, most of the national parks. Not all of them, though. Not for sure. Not all of them. But like we didn't do the Cascades, I think, and things like that. It looks kind of nice up there today. We did fly around Mount Rainier down there. Here's Mount Rainier right there. I was just kind of what's going on there. Let's see. We could fly around Weaverville. It's a real pretty area, as always. I don't think the Dakota can land at that little airport up here. This one up here. But you know what? We could definitely take off from here. What if we head? I think we should go to the lake though. Normally I head north, but let's head kind of east. I don't think I've really seen that area too much. All right, we're gonna start here. It's a really cool little airport. We can obviously cold start it. It's even got some really interesting like a working hangar doors that you can open and close. I don't remember exactly how to do it. I think with the nav lights. Okay, we're gonna cold start my little Dakota here. Basically, pretty easy. Why would they make it hard to start? Yeah, I can't say I've ever owned a Zebra, that's for sure, though. I hope we're in the right area. Okay, there it is. Yeah, this is Weaverville. That's what it looks like. We're kind of in front of a little thing. Oh, it's a very, very nicely detailed rendition of this Piper. It's not a Piper Cub. It's a bigger one, right? The Cub is smaller. And yeah, with this has got the more seating and bigger. Yeah, the Dakota. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's get in here. That takes off all the little pieces. Not super complicated, but you're going to start with your battery on, alternator, fuel pumps. Yes. We don't need the lights on yet. There's a separate, I believe, a separate. I'm gonna turn this off for now. There's a separate turn your radio shit on, but we're not gonna do that. I do want to find. Okay, right. So this is all active, perfect. So the throttle goes to here, mixture to there, and I think we put the propeller just basically in the mid area. I'm not sure if we're starting. There is a fuel, I believe, selector, and it's on off. Left. I think we're gonna start on the right tank and then move to the left tank. Okay, so now we got to find the magnetos. Those are here on this little switch here. We'll zoom in if you can see. Right. I think we can start up. I think once you have the engine. Let's see if the manifold. Oops, no. I didn't do something right. What did I not connect up right? Okay, let's figure it out. It might not. It might be too much mixture. Actually, or maybe too much throttle. Also, what are the? Okay, fuel pumps on. That's all good. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it doesn't need to have the electronics turned on, right? But let's turn it on anyway. Maybe you do need this for engine. I don't think so. All right, so we got fuel on. It may have just been that we have too much. I gave it too much. Let's try it again. Yeah, no, it didn't start up. Okay, so what did I do wrong? I'll probably just look at the checklist. Oh, do I not do primer? Maybe you have to prime it. I don't think so, though. Nope, you don't have to prime it. All right, let me check my checklist. I've never had too much problem starting it up before. Let's just see what I'm doing here. Is there something up here? Or something back here? Is there a fuel cutoff? No. Okay, I got the fuel is on for the engine, right? It's on right tank. I have fuel, right? Fuel selector, right tank, engine propeller. I don't think that matters, but I don't know. Oof, what else would you have to click on? Start the engine. Interesting-ish. There's nothing up here. This is all electronics. There's the primer. But I don't know if it... I've never seen it actually need to be primed. Let's try giving it this, but I don't think that's it. Yeah, it immediately cuts off. All right, let me just take a quick look at the checklist. I might be able to figure it out from that, but sometimes it's just kind of buggy. Okay, chocks removed, the flaps are fine, engine oil levels don't care, you know, this kind of stuff we don't care. All right, before starting engine, parking brake, prop RPM lever would be fully pushed. Fine, okay, it's fully pushed, it was. Fuel selector must be left or right, it was. Carburetor heat, I'm sure it's off, right, it's off. Avionics master switch is off. Okay, well, it was off, but that's fine. Starting engine, master switch is on and on. Electric fuel pump on, perfect. Mixture rich. Okay, it's rich. Throttle open 1/4 inch. It's open to 1/4 inch. Perfect. Ignition start. Note that it does not successfully start up. Yeah, it's fucked. You see what I mean? I just followed the... this is happening in the game. I don't know what it is, but it's happened several times now. But yeah, it's I followed this exactly perfectly, and it still won't start up. And I've started this before, so I know it. We've done it perfectly fine. So I'm going to use the Control E cheat, but you know, Asobo should get there, figure out what's going on, or whoever. Maybe it's an add-on issue. Because yeah, I mean, nothing. You know, I didn't change anything, and suddenly it can start just with the Control E cheat, which is fucked, frankly. I mean, I really want to be able to. It's not horrible, but I really like to be able to actually cold start the damn plane, and many of them you can. And this one I could. I bet if I quit the game, reloaded, started the exact same place, start right up. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing wrong with what I did. I did everything perfect, and there absolutely is nothing else that's suggested, including you don't need to hit this primer. So that was definitely not it. All right, start up our Garmin again. Pain in the ass. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Where's okay, okay. Don't really care about any of this equipment. We'll just fly around a bit. Anyway, I want to go in the northeast to check this lake out. I guess we're gonna say east. Doesn't matter.
Oscar 5-4 traffic. KNSH 9er. Taking off runway tree 6.
Okay, which way?
Departure, Oscar 5.
I think it's gonna make us go up this way. Oops, well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna cross it. We're gonna cross over here. It looks like a beautiful day. I do have live weather turned on. Yeah, I think we're gonna go. This is the end of the runway here. It's a perfectly long runway. This is what it looks like here. Okay, so that goes there. We are at high altitude, so you got to be careful about flooding the engine. You're really not supposed to be using full rich at well, it's 22. Not I guess not that much. 2200 feet doesn't really matter. How you doing? Good to see you here. Thanks for dropping by and say hello. Just a regular old Friday stream today. This is beautiful Northern California. It's one of the most beautiful parts of Northern California. And I have an add-on package. Okay, we're going to hit the brakes here and make this turn around. For this area that makes it especially kind of, detailed. So it's called Weaverville. All right, so we're going to now take off, depart. Ultimately, we're going to be heading northeast, but I'm just going to call for east. All right, so flaps to the first position. These are going to go to the forward position. Then we slowly move the throttle all the way up like that. Give the power to the engine there. Keep her down the center line here. All right, pretty soon, yep, we got airspeed coming alive. Rotation's right around 70 knots. We've hit 80. Rotation basically just means pull the stick back. Pull Weaverville. Plane does not have fancy retracting landing gear, which is fine. All right, we establish a rate of climb. Bring the throttle back a little bit here. It's a beautiful little city. There's not much to it. We'll fly. I'll show you guys what Weaverville looks like. Oops, wrong one. Weaverville. Again, it looks nice in the real world, and it does look nice in the game. But this is an add-on, an Orbix add-on called Weaverville. That includes this, and also includes this tiny kind of airstrip. We're too big. You need like an ultralight to land up there. But it's like on this ridge. It's on a fire ridge. It's pretty cool. Hi. Do you speak German, perhaps? I have a lot of European viewers, and we often go to European cities. Anyway, the thing is, normally I head north, and there's these cool mountains. You can see those mountains up there. It's a beautiful day. I have live weather turned on. But today we're going to go northeast and check out this lake. That's you can't really see from here, but I believe you will be able to see in about 4 minutes if we fly this direction. It'll give us an opportunity to overfly the little airport we took off from. And again, there's actually the middle where it's we're in the part of Northern California where there isn't a lot of stuff. It's not like we're close to San Francisco or any of the coastal city areas. But this airport's really nicely done. It's got little things, and some of those hangars down there have doors you can open if you know what you're doing. But I don't. And you pay a little extra for it. But they also kind of made this terrain a little nicer. So if we follow this road, I think it's going to lead us to the lake that I want to check out. It's a big lake, and it looks like it might have a dam. So I always like to see that. So we're in here, we're flying around. All right, trying to optimize our speed and engine speed. So I'm looking at the RPM. 2300 is good. Oh yeah, we'll probably needed a little more positive trim here. There we go. Trying to keep the nose quite level here. All right, so you see this road below us. There's like a lodge, I think, or something down there. It makes this left turn here, so we're going to make a left turn. But we're going to make a couple of turns, but I think, we'll figure it out. Hopefully it turns right, because the lake I'm looking for is that direction. And I don't want to get too high. I like to see things from a nice low point of view. as if we were flying illegally low. But you can see, yeah, lots of detailing on the roads and where things begun. Okay, yeah, I want to check exactly where we are using our flight planner. Okay, yeah, you see, we're heading kind of away. This is this big lake. It's a big lake. But if we don't make a turn here and go over these ridges here, it's going to take a lot longer to get there, and I just want to get there. So we're not going to follow the road. We don't have to. We're an airplane. There we go. So this is the quickest direction to this water. There we go. I don't even need these. Okay, now we can take a look and enjoy the scenery. Now this is going to be middle of nowhere. You're going fishing tomorrow. Why would I give a shit? Well, catch me a fish. I don't know. What kind of fish on Lake Geneva? Oh, that's right. You told me that Saturday. You told me last time. Saturday going fishing on Lake Geneva. Which you told me. I'm not that senile yet. Jesus. How many times? You think you have to tell me things multiple times? Is that what you think? That's good Diet Coke. What were you saying? Lake Geneva? Oh, my God. No, yeah, you told me, but it sounds really cool. Again, I don't know what kind of fish you're fishing for. But I don't care. So, you know, have a great time. Right? So I'm using my control. All right, this is, again, beautiful rolling forests and hills of Northern California. It's rather imposing terrain, like a lot of parts of Switzerland, where it's just, you know, up, down, lots of trees. Fishing for teeth for no teeth. Got it. So not actual fish, more like older women. And you just call them fish. I got it. Okay. You know, they have dentures that can be removed. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I'm hip. I thought you meant fishing for actual fish, you know, like the water creatures. But you know, now I get it. All right, let's see if we can find. You know, if I, That's a good question. That's a valid question. It's a valid question. I'm not going to answer that, but it's at least I at least report it's a valid question. So that's one of my oldest, dearest friends, by the way. Also, like more than 30 years, like 40. So, you know, let's just say there is a history there. Anyway, this is a beautiful lake. I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's Lake fucking Fino. I believe that is the actual Indian name for it. Lake fucking Fino. No, I'm trying to imply that in the past it's a done deal. So anyway, the point is it wouldn't really be that exciting. All right, I want to check out the dam. Looks like there is a dam here. This is a reservoir. It's not a lake. It's the fucking Fino reservoir. But it's quite pretty. Looks like they've got. You can always kind of tell an unnatural lake. It's got that kind of feeling of a flooded area. You know, not naturally erosion. I don't know if they let you fish in a reservoir, but we'll check out this dam here. It's a damn fine dam, and we always like the damn fine dams and the gorgeous gorges. Those are also good too. There's plenty up there. But yeah, it's not natural. So if we head this way, I think we're going to get back to where we started from, but that's okay. All right, so this is an earthen dam. It's not concrete at a certain angle, right? You can kind of see it's built up there. But it looks like there is maybe some, some power generation facilities at the bottom. Or turbine house. That's not concrete. That's earth. It's earthen dam. But, you know, reasonably detailed compared to some of the dams we've seen. Yeah, so I have a feeling, let me just check here, where we're going to end up. We'll go down there. Eventually, we'll head back kind of to where we were. But I want to see, is this a place you could land at? It's a ways away. What kind of runway does it have? Asphalt, 23,000. Okay, we're going to land there. It's going to take a while to get there. But I just want to land someplace I've never landed before. Can I add stuff to spend points on? That's actually another really valid question. You know, I don't really use the points thing, you know. I mean, I always think it's for like kind of bigger streamers or something. So we're gonna go all the way up there. Apparently, there's a little like landing field, but it's way up this thing. How far is it? It's not that far. It's like a 10-minute flight. But we're gonna fly back over this dam here. Well, exactly. I can add take up close, but most likely, and I like this when streamers have it. It's like, do nothing for $50,000, or waste points for 50,000, or it's points. But that's a lot of points, yeah. But no, I mean, I would never do anything where I'm like, yeah, I'll actually do something for you if for the points. But yeah, I like it when there's some way to get rid of them, because I don't like to just accumulate them. But I have plenty on. I have 148,000 points on Alina's stream. How many do I have on Amaranth? Amaranth is out walking her zebra. How many points do I have on her stream? 400. I have 420,000 points on Amaranth stream. You know what I mean? Alina, Elina. I do look a little like. Do I? Well, man, she is really good looking. Sadly. All right, we're gonna head up this. Okay, there's that thing there. This is just a really pretty lake. I mean, sometimes we do the urban things, and sometimes we fly around pretty areas. And today it's just a pretty area. But I imagine, I don't know if this is used for, that you can fish here or not. But as I say, sometimes California does have a lot of large storage of water. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I like Family Guy. Yeah, Herbert's pretty fucking old. But yeah, he's getting there. He's getting some. And I'm just enjoying flying this plane. I had trouble starting it. I tried to start it. I followed all the instructions. Didn't want to start. Don't know what's going on. Don't care. Checking my thingies here. Get a little bit more efficient. A little slower, but a little more efficient flying here. All right. Beautiful day in Northern California. No, I watch a lot of female streamers. I say I have 4 monitors. So this monitor is my OBS, so I can see what I'm streaming and see all the windows, the audio gauges, all my scenes. And then I have a whole nother computer. It's completely separate, so it doesn't affect my stream at all. And it's running two different Twitch streams. And it's good. I'm distracted. It's distracting. I like it, because why not? And that's how I'm doing all the time. Okay, you can actually see it in the distance. It's not that far. And according to this, we're going to fly over it because I want to check it out. It's 2,300 feet, which is just barely enough. If we do it, we know what we're doing. It's just barely enough to land. You're home from the KC wheel, like a large Ferris wheel thing. Yeah, one of the big ones. Nice. I hope it was a lovely day. We're having a beautiful day here in Northern California. So we're flying around in the Piper 183. And it has a uprated engine, for one thing. There's a lot of different possible engines you could find in these kind of planes. Some people flying around up there. But no, we're just checking out this beautiful lake, and it's again, it's all these little tributaries and sections you can go up. And then in about 15 minutes, we'll if I fly around somewhere else, I'm gonna fly around for at least another 50 minutes, and then we'll do the big brain games. Here's what it is. There's a new one. Did them yesterday, but hey, got to do them again today. Followed by me playing the Telecaster. Telecaster is kind of we'll talk about it. It's a foundational guitar. I mean, it's not really designed to be comfortable, It doesn't have the ergonomics of a Strat. It's different. But, basically, if you can play a Telecaster, you can play any guitar kind of thing. It's one of those, you shouldn't have to have anything too special. Anyway, we'll talk about it. It's got a very classic design. Okay, so there's this little airport here. Is this the one I'm thinking of, or is it further up? Yeah, it's further, right? Or is it? No, it is here. Okay, which way is the? Okay, and there you can even see where the runway is. So there's a little town here. Cool. And you can see, it may be barely accessible by car, much less. But apparently it has a. It's swirly. It's swirly like my Stratocaster. I just showed it at the beginning of the stream. It's a swirly, one of a kind swirly Telecaster. I bought my Telecaster and the Stratocaster the same week, which is kind of it's not coincidentally, it's because I specifically wanted them in this swirl finish. I knew they would not be available to buy new very long. A very limited run. This is called Trinity Center. I think that's actually, there's like a town. I'm not sure if this is called Lake Trinity. I've never been here before. I've flown to kind of the other parts of the Weaver Valley, which is, I'm not sure this is part of it. But look at this. Yeah, there's a little tiny village here. There's a little tiny airport. This is well north of me in Northern California. I mean, I live in quote Northern California, but this is about 300 miles north of me. All right, so there's a little community here on this lake. I'm sure there's a road, obviously there's a road, but then you have, access to the water, but it's not like you can get anywhere on this lake. I mean, you can't, in fact, I don't think there's even a marina. Nobody has boats here. It's not like you have a boat. So I'm not really sure why there's an airstrip. I don't know. Maybe like fancy people live here. Anyway, we're landing on it. All right, so we're gonna come out here. We're gonna start getting our flaps ready. Flaps to 1 position down. I'm gonna click down. We're gonna come up. This is a challenging approach in which you kind of have to land over. You make a turn over terrain, right, in order to stay low enough. All right, reducing power here. And this is probably not the correct approach. You probably do, you come in over the water, but I don't feel like it. Well, I've been on some very challenging. Well, I mean, the Lukla in Tibet is extremely challenging. All right, flaps to 2. That's what it looks like from here. You'd probably come into the water because then you're coming in over a level. You don't have to make a turn over this thing. Like you would never do that. Or you'd come in from that direction and then you make a left turn. You would, but I don't care. In other words, it's probably mapped out. All right, slower, way slower. Flaps to full. Coming in here. Coming in for landing. Coming in kind of fast. Again, this runway is not so long that we can afford to land late. So I'm going to have to come in right over this tree. A little tree trimming, as I like to call it. A little tree trimming here. All right, everyone, put your tray tables. Oh, it's too late for that. In the upright position. A little bit of a bump. Yeah, we did land the right direction. It's kind of a bumpy strip. But we landed with plenty of runway. A little bit, but it's hard to avoid a little bumpiness. What are we at? 2,200 feet. We're about the same altitude. There's no game audio, but it's very low. I keep it pretty low. Maybe I should turn up a little bit. I keep it low. Some planes are louder than others, and I want people to hear me. I don't have to yell over the sound of the. It is on. I mean, I can see. I have a separate one. Like I can control it separately. The audio level of the game. I kind of want to go up there. What's down here? All right, let's just check out what's down here. There's actually just some buildings up there. Nothing major. Because yeah, occasionally I'll listen to my playbacks. Like certain planes are quite loud. This is a pretty quiet one. But again, I don't want people to strain to hear my extremely dull narration. Okay, so it just wants us to park. I don't want to park there. I want to park by this. Okay, we got a Tucano or something like that. Just want to check out where the other planes are. We got some of these like tandems. Let's park over here. That's a pretty interesting looking hangar there. And there we are. We parked, but it's too early to stop, so I'm gonna have to do some little quick checkout flight somewhere. All right, it's too early, but that was a fun mission. Okay, go back to the main menu. We're just gonna do another quick free flight, but in a different plane or device. Maybe I'll drive the cross cart around. Where would be a good place to drive it around? I kind of forgot the controls, though. We'll do the automatic transmission version. It might take a while. Yeah, is there help for this? No. Um, I don't know. This is silly because I remember last time I did this. I forgot. I had troubles figuring out what the controls were for the car. All right, you have to drive around someplace that has a lot of reasonable ground terrain. Can we drive around this area? I got to figure out if I remember the controls, because I think it's not obvious what they're mapped to. Let's see if I can figure it out. But this is a car; it's not gonna fly. Or it's a vehicle. All right, so okay, that's that. That's steering. And that's ND. Okay, got to figure out what the controls are. Horn. That's looking around. That's steering. Yeah, and I don't know what my... Okay, I think... Oh, I have my parking brake on or something, I think. Right? It's hard to take off. Oh, parking brake is off. Oh, maybe you have to start it. Is it on? Okay, and then I gotta toggle. No. Yeah, I forgot how to operate it. Okay, so that's first gear. Oh. Why doesn't it do anything? Oh, hold on. Oh, that's just the nitrous. Yeah, I forgot how to do it. No, it's different. Oh, maybe it is using... Oh, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I'm using a hand throttle. Thanks for that. Yeah, you're right. No. Okay, there you go. So I'm using... I'm trying to override my throttle, but I'm using the Logitech. But now that I know that, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, so steer. It's got automatic transmission. Okay, so... Okay. All right, so the question is where to go. I wanted to go the other direction, right? No, I want to go this direction, but I want to see if there's a way you can kind of get around. This is Lake Mono, I think. Okay, so for this part, it just seems like, yeah, we're going kind of fast. Okay, and what are the brakes again? So that's... No, that's nitrous. That's brake. Got it. Okay. That's what I might need the brakes every now and then. All right, so if we go off this here, I want to kind of go into the... I'm going to slow down a bit here. We're going off-road here. But I should do this case. It's actually really... Oh, I hit a rock. Really hard. Apparently, that's an issue. Okay. So, I got to figure out what to get the gear. Oh, that's not it. There. First gear. Parking brake is on. I got to turn the parking brake off. Handbrake off. And let's see if we can go over this rock. There we go. Yeah, you got to watch out for large... I mean, little trees and shit are fine, but if it's a big rock, it's a problem. Yeah, I forgot how to steer for a second there. So you really got to watch what you're doing. You know, any of these rocks that are like 2-3 feet high are going to stop you. The little ones are not. It's kind of cool. And high speed, you can't see them. It's definitely a fun twist for a game that obviously was not intended to be able to have this kind of good fun. Good, clean fun. And of course, inside you'd be going crazy at this speed. I think there's a lake around here, right? Am I heading towards the lake? No, I'm not heading towards the lake. This way's the... Okay, there's the lake. Okay, now I can see it on the lake. I was not heading towards it, but now we are. I just wanted to check out this lake. But again, yeah, it's been so long since I used it. I would have figured it out a little better if I had Not forgot that I plugged my throttle body in, but this actually makes it a little easier because you can actually see, you see that little pedal down there, the throttle pedal. It's kind of moving smoothly, analog, which you couldn't do unless you have a analog throttle like I do have. Okay, we're gonna hit some trees here. I don't know, we gotta figure out a way to get through these trees to the lake side. And of course, you cannot slam into trees, I imagine. But they look good from this low level. I think we'll find our way down here if we go kind of slow. I'm just gonna lightly hit the accelerator here. Might be getting pretty thick here. Car versus tree is not going to do very well. Which way do you want to go here? Getting pretty narrow. Oh. Maybe I gotta reverse out of here. Reverse. Whoops. Forward. Oh, too much. Uh-oh. Hit a tree. Alright. Reverse again. Oh, parking brake on. Parking brake doesn't come off that easily. Okay. Reverse. And then, oops. Reverse again. It's a little tricky, this area here. Let's see if I can figure out if I can find a way through here. Oh, we're going too fast already. Stuck already. Yeah, this area is not going to get us anywhere near there anytime soon. Well, we learned something. It's kind of fun. I should do this again. Okay, reverse. Reverse. And stop. And fourth. First gear. Now we get out of here. Again, the power, I can barely give it anything. But if we go uphill, or maybe I should use the nitrous system. I don't know what that was. Where are we driving? I don't even know. But I think I'm done with it. It was kind of fun until we got stuck in the trees. I like this. It does come with all these really kind of cool liveries, you know. And I think probably the beach would be a fun place to do it. There's me, kind of. Not really that much like me. I don't wear aviators. And I haven't even tried the nitrous. I gotta also figure out the controls a little better. But I mean, definitely it models the suspension really well. But specifically where it is somewhere in Northern California. It's just a lake here. I believe it's called Lake Mono. I think this is Lake Mono. What does this say here? Yeah, Lee Vining, which I think is Lake Mono, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be something else. I could be the wrong area. Actually, Lake Mono I thought was further south, so maybe not. But it could be. There's a bunch of lakes in this area. Anyway, but that's it for the flying. But I had a good time and driving, as it were. I'm gonna do some more driving. The thing is to find a nice place where you can kind of do this kind of off-roading, but not so many trees where you're gonna be hitting trees constantly, or there's a path that you could follow. But it's actually pretty well done. And there we are. But if you enjoyed the flying segment of today's, just beware that there will be another one tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, because that's how we roll every single time on the Kenshin 909 streams. Cheers, by the way, a little Diet Coke to today's flying stream. The next stream is going to be, everyone should beware, it's going to start right away, the Big Brain Games. A little Diet Coke to prepare myself. Lots of people watching today. What? Don't you guys have something better to do? Oh, my Lord. Okay. Wait a second here. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on a second here. Bringing up the first Big Brain game, which is, of course, the Quirtle. It's a warm-up game. Play the extreme warm-up for me. It's just like the Wordle, except you're solving. And the last one is going to be like the Wordle, except there's 8. This is at the 4. I went to the computer. I went to Grok and I said, "Can you find me a better set of 3 starting words than noisy plate and crumb?" And I gave it the thing. This one here on the upper right looks like manic to me. M-A. I think it could be something else. Maybe not. Okay, and then this word here, P-E-N something Y. I just got to be penny. I don't think there can be anything there that's between the N and the Y. That's not another N. All right, we're doing well. The second word is, the third word is, let's see. Let's see. There's an E in there somewhere, but we don't know what. Could it be elegy? Elegy? I mean, it could be. And then that's good because now we know there's a G in the last word. Okay, what do we know here? There's a L, a U, and a G in it. Interesting. What is this one going to be? This is going to be, oh, guild. Guild. All right, that's what we call the warm-up game. I don't like to, we got a bunch of these. I don't want to spend all year on it. But I've gotten really good at doing these in a short period of time. If you've never done this before and you were trying to do these, first of all, you probably wouldn't get it. And secondly, you'd take a lot more time. And that's fine. I mean, it's fun. I mean, when I started doing it, that was how I did it too. But I'm like, I got to come up with a way of economizing these games in terms of how much time I'm spending on them. And, just because I want to do a bunch of them. All right, so the next one I want to do is the Revealed. It's from our fine friends at Britannica.com. Every single day they give us one of these little quiz thingies, which is a heavily redacted document. We got to suss out what we're looking for here. Today is August 7th, 2020 something, and we're looking for a person. We're going to know it's the right person when we find somebody whose first name has 5 letters and last name has 4 letters. And we know that from whatever, counting boxes. Okay, so the person we're looking for who is born on March 25th, some year, blank, blank, is a blank, 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 and blank, who became one of the most popular blank of the late blank century with such indelible blank, blank as blank, blank, and blank. Yeah, thank you. I've been waiting for that. It took you a while. What are you sleeping? What are you drinking heavily? He blank as many strands of popular blank and stylistic showmanship as blank in a blank and blank career that includes the blank of blank of blank of blank. That's an interesting fucking sentence. That's what it says. In a blank and blank career that includes the blank of blank of blank of blank. That I don't even know what that could be. Okay, most popular showman of some kind of the late 19th century. Billie Jean doesn't have the right number of letters. I want to kind of know, what are these are maybe he has like taglines or something like that. Maybe they would be maybe they would tell us what they are. I mean, strands of popular music. Is it a musician? I think it's a musician. All right, let's look at one of these things. Candle in the Wind. Well, that makes it easy enough. All right, let's just move on with our lives. Eventually, we would have got it. Hey, one solve is all we needed. One reveal. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, any of those hit songs, I think, would have, I'm a fan. I bet a lot of people got it without any. This is definitely an easier one. Other players are needed. I mean, we're doing it better than the average other player. But they didn't need that many reveals. And the 93% solve rate is a very high number. Yeah, you didn't. Well, are you kidding? Get out of here. I typed it really fast. Get out. All right, I'll find it was a community effort. The community solved it. What do I care? You swear on your life? Yeah. What is that supposed to mean? You gotta swear on your mama's life, man. All right, well, speaking of things that we're going to get over the game that, because you want to help me out, that's fine. We're going to go through the game that you can't help me out with. It's the tightrope trivia. The reason you can't help me out is because I can't sit here waiting for you to answer the questions, because the time and the quickness in which you answer the question is the hugest part of your score, bigger than the actual points you get for getting the answers right. So if you want to get your good points, you have to get them fast. That means I'm not reading chat. All right, I don't care what you type. I'm not reading. But let's just get in here and do it. Blah, blah, blah. Banking companies, Wells Fargo. Curiously strong. Altoids. Curiously strong. I like my Altoids. And they are curiously strong. Blah, 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 blah. Scientist divorced if he won the Nobel Prize, which he did. I think that was an Einstein reference. Yeah, okay. What artist painted graffiti with is it, that was Basquiat, right? Basquiat. None of those other artists were associated with graffiti, and he was. So let's move on. There's a beak-like fuse. She says that's a parrotfish. That happens. Just happens to be a factoid I know. Shoot, tentacles make contact with the room and help bloods. Is it the platelets? Yeah, it's not the white blood cells. I always confuse the platelet and the white blood cells. Maiden Voyage of the Maid of the Mist. Maid of the Mist. I'm sure that's Niagara Falls. These are relatively easy today. Well, let's just see. I haven't crossed it yet. Despite being founding fathers' formal education ended at 10. I mean, he was the only one who was associated with a lot of inventions and books. Well, not necessarily books, but inventions. The king's worst policy came from the rueful. Those are all. I was going to say baleful, but those are all kind of the same. That was a hard one in that it could have been any of them. All right. Well, I was reasonably fast. We do get a decent difficulty bonus, and I'm optimistic we might hit the 1,200 points. Maybe not. Next time, we did. 2,000. That's called a win. You don't have to get them all. 2,000 points. I'm just saying that's the threshold. All right, we're moving on with more big brain games. You know, by the way, I should have trusted my gut because my gut had the correct answer, and then I second guessed myself on that last question. Not that it matters. All right, so the next one is called a reunion. Kind of like our crossword puzzle, except instead of getting clues, we just get these color clues. Oh, we're fucked already, I can tell. Oof. We don't get anything of interest here. Oof. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't. Well, we have a Y and a Y, but it's not on this column anywhere. But it usually has to end a word or begin a word if it's not. And it can't end a word anywhere here. So the only places it can end a word was on the bottom. So could this be a word that has a Y in the middle? There aren't that many. Can't think of any. Oof. All right, well, the only thing we know about this W is on the column, but we don't know where it is. Oh, it could be here, 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 or here, any of those white spaces. And then this N, I don't know. It's not there, but it could be on the column as well. So could the I. We're getting nothing here. This is a really hard one. I got to tell you in advance. Maybe we'll figure out what this word that starts with B and has an A in it. Okay. I mean, it could be BR, could be Briar, because I don't think it starts with an A or an E. Well, any vowels. It seems like it would start with a consonant. I don't mind looking at this for a bit. For this is going to be a tricky one. Could be a BL something. I just think IA something E is not a starter. So I don't think the I goes there. Bleem. Well, you know, I mean, that means this there's going to be E here. Then will be an EA something E, which could be easy or ease, but there's no S's. It could be ear, EAR, something. Yeah, I just don't know about this. Yeah, oh yeah, you see, right, there's no E, right. This E would be yellow if it was up here. So there's no E. Could be an I, so it could be Briar, because there's two R's. There's lots of R's. So I'm trying to find words that use, there's three R's available, and they could go up there. I'm just going to make a command decision. Okay, it was not Briar. But at least we got to now have a new clue. This H is here. And because the H is here, it almost always is going to occur after the T. Oh, didn't. Okay, we're getting fucked over. That's fine. It was a good guess. Well, now I think it's got to be down here. Well, at least we got something green finally. This is not a good start. But again, this has practically no clues. So again, there's no chance of this ending in SH, but it could end in CH. And I think it kind of has to, because it's hard to end something just in H by itself at the end. RH is not probably common. So I'm going to make a command decision that I think it's CH. Okay. And that's right. Which is fine. But just I don't know what the word is. But let's see what it could be. Could end in TICH. B something something TICH. I don't know what that could be. I really do think it's TICH because we got a yellow I here and a yellow I there. Biotech. Interesting. Oh, that's not bad. Let's try your idea because mine does not work that well. Meaning this I should turn green. Yeah, I think you got it before I did. That one you definitely got before I. Okay, now if I move this E over here to where the U is, the U is going to turn white. So we got to remember that the U is on this row here. But you're right. So the U turned white, but we know it's here. Not where it is, but we know this U has to appear on this row. And not on this here. We know it's here or here or here. And I think it's at the end. UO something. Anyway, let's get biotech. Oh, wait, same thing with this R. This R is going to turn most likely white. Nope. Oh, that was a good thing. The R turned great. Turned good. Okay, now we're actually making some good progress. Thanks to thanks to the community, because I don't think I would have seen biotech for all. Eventually, I would have got it. All right. We still have a Y to place. Older. Hey, man. Look, I would have got there eventually, too. I'm just waiting for you to solve the things for me. Okay, this N... All right, well, whatever, but I agree. Oh, see, it wasn't older. Oops, I did it the wrong way. Shit. That was my bad. I'm barely looking. I'm barely looking. Don't laugh. Oh, if you want. It's not like we get paid to make solve these. We still don't figure where this is. Is this just gonna be warm and then they'll be here and then this will be like something else? Yeah, really. But then what could this word be? Banal? No, it can't be banal. It could be. We're still missing a few clues here. Like, where is this? It's either down there. Bleem is not a word, okay? It could be BL something. In fact, it probably is, because this L probably doesn't go there, because then it'd be war and lore. I mean, this word just could be war, and this word could be something else, like nor. And, well, it can't be nor. That's the only issue, is if it's a three-letter word, because they're here. What is it? It's not narwhal. Okay, well, I think but wait a minute. Actually, I'm not sure if the L is there. And this R. Oh yeah, this word at the bottom. This is definitely a word. What is it going to be? It could be, could be a Y. We still don't know where this freaking Y is. It's not a U. Where does that U go? It's either ends in WR or starts in WAR. And if it's... The animal goes where the U and the N are. Okay, if that's true, they go where the U, the white U and N are, then this word has to be H-I, it has to be a three-letter word. It could be him, H-I-M. That's all right. Let's take your theory. Okay, your theory is looking good because yeah, I think you're right. It's him. This isn't a word, but now this is definitely a word here. So what is it? And that's the different world. And this is a word. And the word down is him. No, we can't be the same word. We got this him. But now we know if they were the, it's right because there's no M-H-I. Wait, I just want to finish this off correctly because we have a decent start. I'm trying to get this in 17 moves or less. All right, and we're getting close, but we still don't know where this Y is. And what is this vertical word going to be? Lady, no, that's spelled differently. And there's an I. Where could that I go? Oh, it's just warrior. Okay, fine. Fine. I finally saw it. It's yeah, you saw it at the same time. We just saw it. Whatever, you get that one. But it's not B. It's going to be laden. And then this is going to be bylaw, which is not an easy word to find. And then, okay, yeah, they're going to end up here. So this is going to be ennui. All right, 18 moves, but that's fine. That was a kind of a hard one. That had some hard moves. I bet we still did better. Other players, 24. Okay. So working together, we got it in only 18. Now, what's not a win because it says 17 or less, but that was a hard one. No doubt about it, because usually they get it in a 21 or 22. Yeah, I put older. Yeah, exactly. If I hadn't fucked up on the older, and you can't go back, you can't, there's no undo. If I hadn't fucked up, we would have gotten to 17, which would have been a win. So you're right, my bad. But hey, I had a good time. I don't care, man. It's all about having fun. It's all about the enjoyment. It's all about looking at the puzzle at the end and going, look, we got the fox and the hedgehog to reunite, and now they're off making weird mutant babies of some kind. All right, let's move on to the, okay, we did the reunion. We haven't done the loop yet. We've done the revealed. Everything is connected. What the fuck is this, though? Oh, this is borscht. This is beet soup. I know what that is. It's borscht, which is made with beets. Okay, then we have a manual stick shift. Okay. We got a clutch. Well, that goes a guy pushing a clutch. Those are obviously going together. We have a jack in the box. Okay, borscht. Yes, but thank you. Jack in the box, which could mean a couple of things. We have the shift key. That's the shift key, which we should place next to the stick shift. Shift key, stick shift. Okay, for now. And that is one of those things for playing what that game? You know that game I'm talking about? The high school people play with the where they run around shooting catching and I forget what it's called though. Fuck. What's that game that uses this thing? Anyway, let's not worry about it for now. Then there's a box. It's like a box lunch. Box lunch. A purse, a purple purse. I don't know what that's for. Caramel corn or something, right? You just have to beat the mattresses. No, there's a game, that it's kind of like polo, except you're not on horses. You're just running around. But anyway, that's the White House. White House. What else do we got? A pinata. This is already kind of weird. And we have the Kremlin. Oh my God. I mean, the Kremlin might be related to the White House. There's kind of similar purposes. I don't know. And we still have, oh yeah, borscht. Borscht is Russian, so it's related to the Kremlin. And that's maybe related to the White House because it's a big building that has colors in it or something. Let's see. We still have Jack in the Box. Okay, so I'm sure these connect up because we have a shift key, stick shift, clutch pedal. Let's see, a pinata, something you'd hit. I mean, maybe the pinata is next to this stick thing here, like you'd hit the pinata because you hit the pinata. The pinata dumps out candy, and this is candy corn, so maybe they're related. Although I don't think that's related to the White House. You got the Jack in the Box. Jack in a Box. You got a... Yeah, by the way, borscht, you typed that a little bit after I got it, but yeah, that's fine. We have the box lunch. Oh yeah, box lunch and Jack in a Box. Box lunch. So we know they're together. And then we have a purse. I'm kind of happy about these. Borscht. I mean, borscht is a food. Would it be part of a lunch? I mean, box lunch, Jack in a Box. I'm not sure what that would relate to Anarchy. I don't care. We're going to do our first check. It's not good. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay. That's unusual. We got some good linkages here. I was, of course, right about shift key, stick shift, and the clutch pedal. This is correct. This thing is related to you hit the pinata, and the thing both are candy. This is just completely wrong out. The purse. I couldn't figure out where the purse is. These are connected, but not... Okay, these are connected. The fact that this is connected to this and this, but they're on the wrong side. So we know these are over here. So we have the whole right side connected. And I'm just going to do that right now. This is all correct here. These are not necessarily correct. But we do know. Oh no. Oh yeah. From these. No. We don't know. In fact, I think. Okay. So. Oh yeah, this thing is called a clutch. The purse, no, it's called a clutch purse. It's a small purse. It's called a clutch purse. So it's going to go next to the clutch, the guy pushing the clutch. But before I do that, I want to make sure I remember the stick, the pinata, and the thing. I think the pinata. Oh, that has to move. Okay, so this is the clutch purse. The purse goes with borscht. No, it doesn't go with borscht because we know that's up here, but I'm sure this is right. We know these go together. But I kind of think maybe the purse goes with the box lunch. Yeah, I kind of think so. And then... Jack in the Box, this, that, and that. I mean, I don't know. Let's try it. Close, but no cigar. Okay, so we know this. Yeah, okay, we know everything now. Okay, that's it. All right, let's just check them out. That was yeah. Purse goes with the. You'd think, okay, borscht, yeah, okay, and beet, okay. So in other words, This is a rug beater. You're right. It's a rug beater. It wasn't what I thought it was. You were correct, by the way. It's used to beat rugs. You know a lot of stuff, by the way, that I don't know. It was a rug beater. It wasn't the thing you used to catch the ball. Anyway, the rug beater and the beat, the key keys to Borscht, St. Basil's Cathedral are associated with Russia, U.S. Capitol, and St. Basil's are famous domes. Okay, fine. The domed buildings. What is the capital and the shift key? Capital and capital. Oh, because it makes capital letters and it's a homophone. Oof. Stick shift, clutch pedal, we got that. Clutch, eventually, clutch purse. Lunchbox and clutches are handheld carriers. Okay, I kind of got that eventually. Box, jack in the box, cracker jack, got it. Okay, cracker jack. I wasn't 100%, didn't get that. Pinata and cracker jack's boxes contain sweet treats and prizes. We kind of got that. And then the rug beater and whacking a pinata involved striking hanging objects with a stick. Let's see how they did. Let's see the results. Today's stats. It was a 2. It was a 2 out of. It was a 2 out of. You're right. You're absolutely correct for the function. I thought it was sports related. It was not. But hey, that's fine. You know, it was a 2. Whatever. I call that a win as long as we only needed two of those guess thingies. All right, the final game. That was fun. Oh no, not the final game. You're gonna be like, we didn't play the connections yet. All right, fine. Here's your stupid connections. All right, so for the connections, I like the connections. We have 16 words and or short phrases. We got to group them into groups of 4 by affinity, but we don't know what the affinity is, and there's often wordplay and in play, misdirection. No, but that's the last game, you weirdo. It's always the end. Jesus Christ, do I have to educate you? I do them in pretty much the same order every time, unless I forget one of them. But if I don't forget them, I do them in the same order. All right. Jackpot, motor, snow, jar, wick, Sunday, Rambo, buttons, tomatillo, shaft, wax, buckyball, liquid nitrogen, fragrance, cables, and refrigerator. Interesting. So let's see. What do we got here? Anything stand out at you as a group of 4 that we might try? Remembering there's often a 5th fake affinity group. Let's see. A buckyball is round. It's made out of carbon. Liquid nitrogen is very cold. Snow is very cold. A refrigerator is cold. You know what I mean? Liquid nitrogen is cold. Snow is cold. A refrigerator is cold, but I think the only other thing I think of as cold is, oh, hello, String Brew. How you doing today? Is a Sunday. Oh, you're thinking about the Sunday maybe being cold? Oh, and the car thing. You're thinking also car things like shaft, cables, buttons, and motor. Do you want to do car? Because I kind of agree that motor, buttons, shaft, and cables could be parts of a car, and none of the other things could be. You don't have liquid nitrogen and coal. These could be cold things, or things that put out mist. You know what I mean? Cold mist. All right, let's try it. See what happens. Yeah, cold things. I was cold. I was cold. Cold. Okay, but anyway, let's try. We still have motor, cables, buttons, and shaft. But I want to take a look at it for a second. I mean, you could be waxing your car. Let's see what else there could be that might stand out. Tomatillo is a kind of soup, right? But I don't see other kinds of soup there. Fragrance. Wax. What would a jackpot or a Rambo be? Excuse me. I almost think things like, jackpot is Jack, Rambo is Ram, buckyball is a buck or something like that. John Wick. Okay, John Wick. All right, you're saying maybe John Wick, Rambo. Well, see, Shaft might be that character, might be a character then. But who would be the third character? Or the fourth character? Say we have Rambo, John Wick, whoever is, he has a first name. Rambo has a first name. Shaft is a character, but it doesn't not that related. He's not really that related. But I don't see who a fourth would be. Buttons, cables, motor, shaft. All right, let's just try this. The worst, I think it's probably wrong. Oh, I was wrong. Parts of an elevator. Okay, well, close enough. That makes even more sense than a car. All right, we're doing good. We have not screwed up so far. All right, so let's do a little shuffle here. I'm gonna read these off. Wax Tomatillo has silent letters in it, but I don't see these two. Jar, fragrance, Buckyball, Wick, Rambo, fragrance, jackpot. So like Jack has Jack in it. Tomatillo has Tom in it. Buckyball has Buck in it. People with first name Jar, or with John, right? That would be John Wick, John Rambo, John Buckyball, John Jackpot. You know, there's no other names in here. John Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's. I think Wick and Rambo are different, but so okay, Rambo has Ram in it. So Ram, Buck, Jack, and Frag. What the hell? One away. Maybe it's Tomatillo. Okay, so I think in that case, wax, wick, jar, and fragrance go together. Come on. Components of a candle. Tomatillo has Tom. Well, what's that have to do with anything? Tom. Okay, so you're saying. Okay, well, I'm saying this is it's some kind of wordplay, right? Jack, Bucky, Ram, and Tom. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, I got one wrong, but it was mean. Tom, Ram, Buck, and Jack. But what is the connection between those? I mean, that is it. Are they names or are they car names? No. All right, well, it's going to tell us. It'll tell us. I mean, it's already male animals. Okay, it is male animals. Okay, like a buck, a jack, a ram, and a tom. See, the tom is it's a male something or other, right? A rabbit or something. I don't remember. But yeah, okay. So these are male. Hey, we got it. Sort of. Great. This one's wrong. Okay, now the final game, of course. The final game, as always, is the Octurnal. The hardest one, the Daily Rescue. Let's see how we do today. This word on the upper right here, immediately, okay, we got a bunch of things sticking up. This word is going to be mambo in the upper left, optic on the upper right. I just play these games a lot, so we'll just catch these. This word's going to be mambo. It's a kind of snake. This word over here is going to be optic, O-B-T-I-C. Just grab those. Those will be the easy ones, but because these are going to get harder. Oh, here we have another one. I think this word could be jumbo or it could be gumbo. Could it be gumbo or jumbo? So we'll wait on that one. This one here could be civil. Right? I think I like it. Okay. Interesting. The L is not used anywhere, but the V is. This word on the left here, we see already there's an S and a T and an E. Really only one way you can put those together. Stone. Okay, these are also going to be an easy one here. We have S. Oh, this is all spelled out as spare. We're going to get to the hard ones, but these are the easy ones. But there's 8 of these. We got 3 to go. So these 3 will be the hard ones. Again, still don't know if it's gumbo or jumbo. This word here ends in ER, and we don't know anything else about it. Could have a U in it. We haven't used U, but it doesn't necessarily have to have an. It could be something E, something ER. Like, anyway, this one should be a little easier. Oh yeah, covey. It's spelled out C-O-V-E-Y. Hard word, but it's can only be that. No choices. or, you know. All right, so we're down to 2. This word that ends in ER. Other than that, we don't know much about it. And this word that could be jumbo or gumbo, because we don't know, because we haven't used the G or the G or the J. I'm pretty sure it's UMBO. Well, we do have 3 guesses. I'm just gonna guess gumbo and hopefully we're lucky. Hopefully we're lucky. I feel lucky. All right, see what I mean? All right, not so lucky. Oh, but the thing I wanted to know is, does U appear in this and where? And it does. So now I think it's udder, UDDER. That's the only thing I could really fit in that particular scenario. And the only other word that ends in UMBO is jumbo. So I think this is a win today, by the way. It says you win at the top there. So that was, how do we do today on the Big Brain Games of all the other days? Well, let's see. The loop was in the range of a win. Wasn't our best. Okay. The reunion, I messed up and accidentally dragged over to the wrong place, or would have been a win. My bad. Quirtle was a win. Revealed was a win, but it was an easy win today. The tightrope trivia, I got my 2,000 points. Didn't get all the questions right, but 2,000 points is considered a win. And then Octurtle we just did is a win. So again, a mixed bag, but and the connections we did, right? We did the connections. You know, we didn't get it perfect. We got a 1 less than perfect. But oh yeah, I can't really see the results of that one. Okay, have a good sleep. Try to come again, you know, tomorrow and the day after, or I'll have to come to your house and start knocking on your door, going, "Why did you come to the stream? Where were you? Why aren't you in my stream? Knock, 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 knock. It's Kent. It's Uncle Kent. Why aren't you at my stream? You know, so you better just come. You want to avoid that kind of embarrassment. Like your neighbors are like, who the hell is that old white dude? Why is he slamming on that? Why is he slamming on that guy's door? All right, let's move along. I'm going to play my little break so I can set up for the guitar segment. I'm mainly going to just play guitar today. It's because I feel like it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. I do what I feel like. Oh, I didn't change categories into just chatting. So I was in the flight category that whole time. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, that's a promise. That's a promise that might be hard to keep. All right, so I'm gonna stream thing, and then after this, I'm gonna be watching some hot girls on Twitch. That's what I'll be doing. Look, I'm just saying what I do. But meanwhile, I'm gonna run my mid roll, get my camera over here, plug my guitar, and that kind of crap. All right, and I plug my inner monitor. It'll take me a while. I'll see you on the other side of the mid roll. Oops. Alrighty there. We are. That's what you want. Okay. Okay, my mute off. I forgot how to play the song. All right, I want to tune up a little bit here. This E is a bottom. This tuner is not good. I have to replace that one tuner. All the other tuners are fine. Behind. Inner monitors. I'm still kind of on the fence about them. You do have to kind of route the cabling a little more carefully. It takes a little bit longer to put them on. There we go. Okay. Let's talk about guitars. Play some guitars. I don't know. Whatever. Music category. Do some music. All right, before we get into, that's the introductory section. Before we get into too much, I like to do a little TED talk about the guitar in question, answer any questions there might be about it. Occasionally people are like, what the heck is that? And that's a valid question. This is a made in the year 2013 Fender Telecaster. You can see it says Fender Telecaster down there. This is a made in Mexico. They make the standard models are made in Mexico. They have two basic, it's more complicated. For the Fender guitars, they're either made in Mexico or they're made in the Corona, California factory, not too far from the Mexican border. You know, they're made in Tijuana. They're made really close to each other, but the ones in Mexico are a lot cheaper than the American-made ones for whatever reason. But this is a Mexican-made one. I didn't want to get a fancy guitar that I wasn't gonna, that was too expensive to even want to play. Too valuable, or get an old one that was, But anyway, so I bought, as you guys might know, I have a Stratocaster that also has this wacky swirl one of a kind swirly pattern to it. And I bought them the same week. They are not widely available, and I kind of knew that. If I wanted, I just each of them. This one cost $550, and the Stratocaster cost $550. I paid $1,100 for 2 guitars at the time, and it's a good deal. These, if you want to buy these used today, they're a lot more. Just this particular paint job. I mean, because there's nothing that special about a Telecaster. I'll talk about that in a second. This one's been modified by some person, by some wild, crazy old person. They modified it by taking the lipstick, the typical lipstick pickup from the neck position, and putting a humbucker in there. By they, I mean me. I did that. It was already rounded out, so I bought it. I didn't like I didn't like it at all. The truth is, on a Telecaster, you got the switch down here, and these switches between this pickup, this one up here, which I didn't like, or both pickups. Not really much of a sound. But almost all the time you're hearing it, you get that. We want that twang, so you're just using this pickup here, and that's fine. So this pickup doesn't even really matter. Let's talk about the history of the Telecaster a little bit. It was created by a guy named Fender. He was in the early 50s, really. He was looking for a way to sell more tube amps, because that's what he was really into. He was really into, before he got in, he was not a musician at all. He was into modifying existing tube amp circuits, which back then were used for public address systems. So the goal of them was to produce as much volume through the speaker as with a little distortion as possible, so you can understand the person talking into the mic. And that was pretty miraculous technology in the 20s and 30s. So the amps were designed to be as clean as effectively as possible. And what he realized is that if you plugged a guitar into it, it sounded pretty weak. Until you kind of added some more distortion to it, and to do that, you had to modify the circuit, and then you effectively made a guitar amp, not just an amp, but a guitar amp. He effectively kind of invented that. He wouldn't really invent it, but he kind of closed the first guy. He wanted to sell a lot of amps that he'd modified, the circuitry he'd modified, and then he had a manufacturing thing. And he realized if he wanted to sell a lot of guitar amps, good idea would maybe to also build and sell guitars, because a person who wants to buy a guitar amp is probably going to buy a guitar too. And there are products that go hand in hand. Now, he did not know much about guitars. Again, he was not a musician, but he did know a lot about product manufacturing. I'm talking about Fender here. And he took, what he did was he introduced the concept that he took from Henry Ford of the assembly line. The modular assembly line, and introduced it to the concept of building guitars inexpensively. So what he did was, he wasn't the first person to do a bolt-on neck, but this is a bolt-on neck, meaning if you take the strings off and you take this thing off, the neck comes right off, and it fits into this pocket. But it's made and manufactured completely separately from the body of the guitar. So he made a assembly line that consisted of 4 groups of people. One group of people is just making necks, just finishing necks, put the frets in, make them all, make them all good, all the holes right. Don't put the tuners in, but we'll get to that. The nut has to be in. Other people are making bodies, different colors, maybe sunburst colors, weird colors, a black one, a white one, but just the body. No thing. That's all. Then you had people building the electronics package. The electronics package is this pick guard, and is attached to the needs some soldering and some wires, and there's some things down here. There's some of these potentiometers, and everything else to be soldered together. It's kind of screwed together. So one group is producing necks, one is producing bodies, one producing the electronics and pick guard, and then one group is putting them all together. And so you could effectively control the output of each one. Oh yeah, you're piling up necks in the thing. We'll take some people off the neck assembly line and put them on the bodies. Or whatever one is not is holding behind. And doing that, you can produce guitars very inexpensively and cheaply. And so this was one of the first designs. A lot of people think the Telecaster was the first, but it's not really the first. There was the Nocaster and the Squire and things like that. But they were very similar body shape. This body shape is pretty simple. It's basically a hunk of wood that's been routed out. There's no real curves, to the side curves. I mean, there's curves there, but so you're touching here, and you're like, oh, this kind of hurts after a while because your arms, it's a real sharp little corner here. And the Stratocaster, they have the ergonomic body, so it's all kind of smoothed out. So this is a little more of a rough and tumble kind of design, but it is a great design. It stood the test of time. People still use these guitars for every possible purchase. And then there's the story of why this pickup, the one I'm using, is at an angle. It's like at that angle like that right there. See how it's an angle? And the answer, and it's apocryphal. I don't know if it's 100% true, but what I've heard, people have heard, is that he didn't want to wind his own. He didn't want to add manufacturing pickups to the other things. He was already manufacturing necks and bodies and electronics. He just wanted to buy pickups off the shelf and have them shipped there. And this is what was available. And they're too big. They were too big. They were designed for like a different kind of guitar that had a much wider bass. So for this kind of electric guitar, he's like, well, we'll make them like this. Turns out that I don't think that's the reason. The reason is that they knew that the guitar would sound better if with the pickup in this thing, because the harmonics on the low string there are a little fuller, and the harmonics on the high string, because it's closer to the saddle there, is got a little more twang to it, a little more accent. So it doesn't sound exactly. It's got a little more bass, a little less mid-range, and a little more high-end than it would if it had a pickup that just went straight across. And that's a key to the sound of the Telecaster. And it does sound really cool. Anyway, I want to play to just I'm just going to pick around a little bit. At some point, I may decide to sing a song, at which point I will warn you in advance that you'll definitely want to be smashing that, get the hell out, smash the mute button, your choice. All right, yeah, I feel like singing. So yeah, get ready to etc. Whack. I don't know who would want to watch this. It's just from my later I'll listen. I'll be eesh. But I had a good time. Most important thing. All right, what else am I gonna do here? Let's do Better Be Home Soon as our opener here. Pause that. Get that there. Push this here. I gotta go to there. Okay, no capo. It's in C. Excuse me. A little coughing. I'm gonna have some Diet Coke. Put their reverb on. Reverb. It helps the singing. It's pretty mild reverb, but it's really helpful. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you, and it's rooted inside. See it stretch on forever. I'm swarming it, and I know that it's I'm better right. For the first time in my life, that's why I tell you, better be home soon. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you, and it's pushing you aside. So stretch on forever, and I know that I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. Stripping back the coals, lies and deception. Back to nothingness, like a week in the desert. And I know that I'm right, first time in my life. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. Don't say no, don't say nothing's wrong. When you get back home, maybe I'll be we were to end it, but I could start again. You can depend on it, and I know that I'm right, first time in my life. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. That's why I tell you, better be home soon. It's a little out of my range, but that's why I keep trying it. What's the next one? Oh yeah, why not? Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed. Then I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure be a friend of mine. Well, I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one more correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle and you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying I just can't make it. When I keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one more correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle where you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying I just can't make it. Really fun song to do. I'm not the greatest performer of it. What's this key in? Gotta remember. I think it's just princesses. I used to know this. Really cowboy chords, but it's a great, well, they're well put together, but that way. It's even. Now I lost everything to you. Didn't wanna start something new. And it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm leaving. If you wanna leave, you take care. That's fine.
Save me but you. Strange what desire you make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do. Let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. Never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you, and I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire you make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you.
We got 4 words for this.
Nobody loves no one.
Let's try to do 1 or 2 more. Definitely do an R&B song.
This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop, occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love.
The bridge.
This one goes out to one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. Another prop has occupied my time. This one goes out to the one I love.
I definitely cannot do one more and sing it well. But two for two, right? Well, I could.
I can see why music you belong to me. I never tried to make you think that you see one day for yourself. Now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Hey, stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. I don't think the time was right for us to find how things we thought were proper could be right in time. Can you see which way we should turn together or alone? I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see what you want to do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. it's me. If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Won't look at me and tell me what you wanna do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I didn't look at how, baby, what you wanna do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Falling in it, I love you. Falling in it, I love you. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Falling in it, I love you.
Go by there, put some weird chord together. Any other songs I really got to do? Just this one, huh?
There she goes. There she goes again. Racing through my brain. And I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes. There she goes again. Pulsing through my veins. And I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes. There she goes again. Racing through my brain. And I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes. There she goes again. She calls my name, pulls my train. No one else can heal my pain. And I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes. There she goes again. Chasing down my lane. And I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes.
It's considered one of the best songs ever written. Not by me, but by the the song consuming public, I guess. But it's been written up. Okay, I gotta get these down here. That was about. They served me well. I don't know. Hello, what just happened? Oh, this happened. Hold on a second here. My lights are turned off. Am I blind? Oh. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, I got my guitar here. Well, let's see, we're 2 hours and 10 minutes in. That means it's roughly time for the stream to end. Hey, I could go longer. I mean, look at this. The supplies of Diet Coke have maintained are quite copious, actually. But I'm not gonna, because I want to keep some more in the tank for the next stream, which is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time it is your time. It could be in anywhere 23 other time zones. Believe it or not, it's the Earth. Study it. Learn about it. It's still good. It's still watered down. It's not quite as cold. It's still good. That's the thing about Diet Coke. It's still good. Still about the same. All right. So yeah, let me put this down here. next time we play tomorrow, it shall not be. Oh heavens no! It will not be another guitar day. It will be a playing the piano keyboards day. What kind of keyboards? What play? Probably just the regular pianos. But you never know. It's either that or the fake book, one of my fake books. And when I do those, it's a long stream. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I do know there will be a stream tomorrow. All things going normally. God willing, as I like to say. But you know what I'm saying. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my little outro, and I'm going to rate Heavenly, my favorite female, or my favorite music streamer, female or otherwise, actually. And she allows small streamers to rate her. I think she's going to turn that off eventually. All right. I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Carol Burnett ending. See you guys next time.